So we're caught up in drama. Everybody's talking. We're caught up in problem. Everybody's talking.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing all right today. It is Sunday morning, and we're getting closer to 4th of July. Hope everybody has some great celebration plans. I've got a great video today for you guys. It's kind of a two-parter. One, we're going to actually look at the Artsy X build from Steven's Wizard. And as you guys know, he's got some great builds, so we're going to take a look at that, review it. I'm going to show you guys how to download it. And I'm also going to show you guys the quickest way to do a fresh restart. I've had a lot of people talk about how they want to get rid of the build or start fresh. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that, so it's kind of a two-parter. But before we begin, just want to give a quick shout-out to all you guys subscribing. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I really appreciate it. The channel just keeps growing and growing, and I owe that to you guys. If you haven't done so, I know I'm big about this, click on that bell. That way you guys are notified of any new videos that I come out with. You guys will get that subscription notice. So definitely do that, and make sure you continue to leave the comments and liking the videos. For those of you guys that have not subscribed, look in the description link below or hit that red subscription button, guys. Subscribe. I've got a lot of great content. Do a lot of build reviews. I've got some things coming up in the next few videos that I think you guys are going to like. So this is kind of a two-parter, and I want to go ahead and get started. So sit back, get your seatbelts on, and let's rock and roll. First thing we're going to do is start out with a fresh Kodi 17.3 Krypton. As you can see, it's wiped clean. We want to go up to the gear. Go ahead and select Enter. Then you want to scroll down and go to System Settings. Go ahead and click Enter. Then we're going to scroll all the way down to Add-ons. And I do apologize, guys. We are not going in slow motion here. My system is acting up. So once you get to add-ons, click to the right, scroll down a couple times. I've got it already turned on, but I'll go ahead and turn it off. And you go ahead and turn the unknown sources on. It's going to give you the warning sign. You want to go ahead and click yes. That will allow you to download any builds or add-ons to Kodi, because those are unknown sources to it. So once you've got that, you want to go ahead and hit backspace. We're going to go down to File Manager. Go ahead and click Enter. Then we're going to scroll down to Add Source. Click Add Source, then Enter again. And we're going to type in this URL just like it is. And like I said, this thing is running really slow, so I do apologize. So it's going to be http://repo dot or period Aries, and then we're going to change our characters to where we want to hit the hyphen. So it's going to be repo.aries hyphen, go back to the alphabet, project, .com, and then /magic. All right, so http://repo.aries project.com/magic. Once you've got the URL in there and you've made sure that it is completely exactly the way that I have it, go ahead and hit OK. You can go ahead and keep it as magic. It's already been named for you, so go ahead and hit OK. And then as you can see, your URL source is right there. All right, so from here we're going to backspace twice, and we're going to scroll down till we see add-ons. We're going to go ahead and click that. Then we're going to scroll up to the install box. Go ahead and click Enter. Then we're going to scroll down to Install from Zip File. Go ahead and click Enter. Scroll down to the Magic. Go ahead and click Enter. And then scroll down once, click Enter. Scroll down once again, click Enter. and then we're just going to let it do its thing, guys. If you have watched my videos before, you know I like to click on My Add-ons and then back. And as you can see, it says currently downloading add-ons. Okay, so this is great. You don't have to wait for that install box to pop up, because there will be, if this is your first time, a add-on install box. Perfect timing. There it is, add-on installed for Aries project. Once that's gone, you see the currently downloading is gone, and that means you have successfully added on your wizard there. All right, guys, so just keep that in mind. From here, we want to go down to install from repository. Go ahead and click enter. We're going to go down to Aries project. Go ahead and click enter. Go down to program add-ons. Click enter. We're going to go down to Aries wizard. Go ahead and click enter. And yes, you do want to install. This will take all of about a second. It says add-on installed. Then we want to go ahead and click enter again. And from here, we're going to go ahead and open it. All right, it's going to do its thing. It's going to download for us. That'll take all of about a couple seconds. And then you're going to get a blank screen. Do not worry. Do not worry, because this is normal and it will pop up here in just a second. So those of you guys that were worried about Aries wizard, don't worry. As you can see, it is working, and it is working fine, because this is live, and this usually is like maybe a few minutes after I've downloaded. I go ahead and put it on YouTube, and I go ahead and publish for you guys. So this is up to date. If this is your first time in Aries Wizard, there's a lot of wonderful things that you can look at. As you can see, there's all kinds of menus. I would definitely recommend trying it out, just going around, kind of navigating through the wizard. But it's one of the top wizards, and will probably always be one of the top wizards. So we want to go ahead and click Browse Builds. Now you want to scroll down, and there is all kinds of builds here, guys. This is absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So you want to scroll down until you see Steven. There it is, right there. So if you're following along with me, it's below Frank Kodi and above John McGrath. All right, you can always tell by Steven's wizard just because the fact that he has the suit and tie guy. So go ahead and click enter, and then we want to look for the Artsy X build. Okay, it is down at the very bottom. So just be careful, because it'll take you back to the top, and there's no way that you can scroll back down through there. All right, so Artsy X build. Go ahead and click enter. It's going to take you to the install button. Go ahead and click enter, and then proceed. Okay, looking at 467 megabytes. So this is a little bit larger build. All devices should work fairly decent on there, but since the system's running a rather slow, I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and then we'll resume once the build is almost downloaded. What you're going to do is you're going to see this go through. It's going to download, and then it's going to extract the files, and then once you get to the end there, just kind of hold off, and we'll resume video. All right, so let's check you guys out here in just a second. Welcome back, guys. So as you can see, we are getting down to the final parts of the download, and we've got a good steady kilobyte per second speed here. So once it does this, it's going to go to the extracting the files. Once again, I want to tell everybody thank you guys for watching the videos. Guys, I remember what it was like to be in your all's position. A lot of you guys are new to this whole thing, and I watched tons and tons of videos just to get familiarized where I am today. So I would definitely recommend that. You know, I do a lot of build reviews, and I show you guys a lot of different things. I've got a lot of good videos coming up today. Like I said, not only am I going to show you this build review, but I'm going to show you the quickest way that you can actually delete the build that you have and do a fresh restart. You know, it took me a while to actually figure that out, but once I figured it out, it was so much simpler and easier to do. So we'll show you that. But you know, I want you guys to be informed of what builds are out there, and you know, you guys get a good look of the build. And if you decide that you want to try it out, definitely try it out. You know, I started out with Fire Stick, and a lot of it was just trial and error. You know, when you download these builds, it may work, it may not work. It's the internet and technology, guys. Not everything is 100% perfect. So I do apologize if you have issues downloading things or pulling up certain items. You know, if it's live TV, I can tell you right now, I mean, just to be honest with you, live TV is one of the weakest points, I think, of these builds. But it is free, so that's something that you have to consider. So when you download these, you know, you gotta almost have to expect that there's going to be errors. There's going to be things that come up. Just like last night, I was doing a build review, and Metallics was down at the time. I guess they were doing some changes and updating, and then when I went back in to watch a movie last night, it actually popped right back up. And you know, Metallics has the extended info mod in it as well. So it wasn't working, and then when, like I said, when I went back in there later on that evening, it did work. So it's a lot of trial and error, guys. A lot of trial and error. Just don't give up on this. You know, remember, it's free. Sometimes with free comes, you know, troubles. But you know, just keep trying. Some quick fixes. Restart your system. If your Kodi's not working, uninstall it and reinstall it and try that out. If the build seems like it's just too sluggish and you're having a lot of buffering issues, it may be too big for, you know, the size for whatever device you have. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Fire Stick, but you know, try different builds. You know, and I'm going to show you how to delete it. Like I said, I'm going to show you how to delete it and then restart really quickly. Okay, so we are done with the extracting the files. So from here, you want to hit no, you do not want to back up. And then no, you do not want to enter the contest unless you absolutely want to. And then from here, it says that you need to force close Kodi, so go ahead and hit OK. Now that starts you out back to your main menu. So go right back into Kodi from whatever device that you have. As you can see, it's a 17.3 Krypton Kodi. And here is the updated version of the Artsy build. This is the Artsy X build. So we're going to give it a second here to update. Always, always, always give it a few minutes before you actually start navigating through the menu. I had one build a couple days ago that it took forever. And then when I started thinking that things were okay, I started maneuvering through the build, and then it just completely shut down and froze up on me. So always give it a chance to upload. Okay, guys? All right, so I love Steven's builds. I will always be a big supporter, and as you can see, this is another sharp build of his. We're just going to kind of go through these menus here. We got kids. That was TV shows prior to that. You got your live TV. You've got sports. You've got music, videos, system, power. You got your hub, and then you're back to movies and TV shows. All right, so let's go back to movies. You can actually scroll up through your widgets here. So you've got quite a bit of choices here. You can actually pull up one of them if you want. That's your quick load to the movie. Okay, and when you pull the widgets up or click on that, that actually goes to Exodus. It's one of my favorite add-ons. Sorry, My wife was making funny looks at me right now. So we'll give it a second to load. All right, and then there you go, guys. There's your sources that you can pull that up on. All right, we're going to save some time. I'm not going to actually pull that up. Exodus is usually very reliable. So you can choose any of these widgets that you want to actually look at, and you've got a lot of great choices there. If you want to click on movies, you can go ahead and click on movies. And that's going to pull up Exodus there as well. So you can actually view things for genres, year, people watching, most popular, just to name a few. You got new movies, people search. And then if we go into genres, let's say we want to go into comedy, go ahead and click comedy. And it's going to pull up the comedy menu there for you guys, any movies that fall under that. There you go. All right, so Exodus is one of my favorite add-ons. Like I said, it's very reliable. And then we'll go back out to main menu and we'll check out some more stuff on the build. Okay, you also have your movies add-ons. You got Elysium, Deliverance, Exodus, Goodfellas, Showbox, Skynet, Specto, Salts, Pyramid, Wolfpack, Falcon, Real Movies, Stream Army, and Supremacy. There is a lot more add-ons actually than the previous build, so this updated version is actually really loaded down. Steven did a good job of adding some of the major ones on there. All right, we go to TV shows, same thing. You've got all your widgets here that you can quick view. So let's say we want to go into Game of Thrones. As you guys know, that's a favorite of mine. And the new series is getting ready to come out here very shortly, probably within the next week or two. There are already a lot of the channels, like HBO2, are playing the series all the way through. So as you can see, you've got all the seasons there, and you have all the episodes. So if you're new to this, this is like having one big, huge movie and TV show database at your hands where you can find anything, guys. All right, so once again, we can click on TV shows. That's going to pull up your Exodus menu. And then you also, as in movies, you also have all your add-ons through your TV shows as well. So you can pull up any of those. You've got your kids section. Okay, same thing. You can go into kids. It's going to pull up Exodus. So if you have kids, this is a great utility for you. Keep them busy, keep them out of your hair. You also have your submenus here as well. Okay, live TV, you got your widgets. Looky there, guys. You got A&E, ABC. You got all kinds of TV channels for free right there, guys. So if you're looking to save you some money, you can cut back on your dish or DirecTV or whatever you want, and you have just about everything. Looky there, there's HBOs. I had somebody ask me about a build that would include HBO. There you go, guys. You can do live streaming on HBOs. You got history, and the list goes on and on and on. You can also click on live TV. And here you go. You got UK TV, USA TV, you got Spanish, World, even Aussie TV. So some great choices there, guys. And you also have your sub menu as well. So this build is loaded. Like I said, it's a little bit of a larger build, and it should have a lot of different add-ons on it. All right, so you use Sports Nuts. You can go into sports. And you've got all these sports. Right here is the #1. Well, I'm sorry. That's not that one. It's BT Sports 2. That's your pay-per-view event. You can find any pay-per-view event for UFC fighting on there. It is free, and it is usually very reliable. If you haven't got Mobdro on your device, go ahead and add that as an APK file. There is a lot of great stuff on Mobdro. It's a great all-in-one add-on, and I definitely recommend it. All right, so you got a lot of stuff there. You also have your add-ons as well, as you can see. So there's Pro Sports. Okay, you've got music. Check that out. You got Karma, Beats, Vivo Music, Top 40 Charts, TuneIn, UMusic. You can actually turn your TV into a jukebox. If you're having parties in your house and you want to play the music through your TV, there you go, guys. You also can select the menu music and it pulls up Django. You can view via search artists, browse music, or songs. So some great choices there. Videos, you can do files, add-ons, playlists, library. I'm going to show you how to add things to your library here in just a second. All right, if you go into add-ons, look here, guys, this is all your video add-ons. I mean, you've got some of the best add-ons, the most popular. There's Genesis Reborn, Pro Sports, like I was telling you guys. There's Sports Devil. I mean, this is all you need right here at your fingertips, guys. A lot of great add-ons. Okay, you got System, you got your Power add-ons. There's your file manager. So let's say we want to add a source or add-on, if there's something you want to add. And keep in mind, all these builds, you can add to them. You can make this your own build pretty much. You can change things around. They give you a set build, but you know what? It's not set in stone. You can actually change anything you want on there, all right? So you can go into Add Source. Once you've added your source, you can scroll down and then go to Add-ons. And then there's where you'd install from your zip file, guys, and then in repository if you need so. All right? So very easy, very simple. There's your power. Now, one last thing before we go on to the next subject. I'm going to show you guys, this is your hub. If you click on hub, that's going to bring up your movie database. There you go. You can go ahead and click all movies. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. Let's say we want to add Power Rangers to our library. All right, you're going to long press the select button. It's going to pull up your option menu, and then you can play the movie. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, like I was telling you earlier, Metallics is having some issues. So you're just going to have to go into one of the other add-ons until Metallics is fixed. But generally, when you pull up the movie from the database, it takes you directly to Metallics, the extended info mod. And once they get that corrected, I'm sure it will work just fine. But let's go ahead and long press select, and then we want to add to library. You can also view the trailer if this is one of those movies you want to see if you would like. But you can go ahead and click add to library, and then you can see it was added to library. If you click to the left, you can change the movie type from movie to TV shows. And you guys know I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, so let's long press select button. You can play first episode from there. You can add the library. We're going to go ahead and add it to the library. All right. Also, too, if you go left click and then go back to movie, let's go ahead and we will select, well, actually, I'll just show you John Wick. John Wick is already it's got 2 movies in the series, so I'll show you how to do that as well. All right, so I'm going to go back out to the main menu. We're going to go back out. Okay, and then looky here, guys. Here's your movies under your hub, and there's John Wick 1 and 2. So Steven's already added these for you, and look at there. There's Power Rangers. So we've got that added to the library now, and then you can view it and play it from there. If you go down to TV shows, same thing. There's Game of Thrones. We added that. So this is movies to your library, guys. All right. You also have next aired. If you have movies in your TV shows, this will actually show you when the next viewing of it will be. Unfortunately, there's nothing on right now. So it will tell you Monday through Sunday what shows are on and when, the ones that you've added to your favorites sections of your TV shows. You can also add any video add-on to your favorites. You've got Kodi builds here. All right. And then you've got movie sets. Now, this is what I was talking about. If you go ahead and add movies to your library, all right, and then click on sets, where John Wick's, both of his movies were in there, it added it to a collection. You can do that for any movies with sequels, like Jurassic Park, Fast and Furious, any of those. If you add all the movies, it's going to click it into a movie set part of your library. All right, guys. So once again, this is a great build. I love the new updates. There's a lot of stuff that's been added to it. I'm very impressed with Steven's builds. All right, so thank you guys for watching this part. Now we're going to take a few more minutes, and I'm going to show you how to quickly delete this build. All right, so let's say we do not want this build anymore, and we want to find another build to download. You can do this less than 5 minutes, guys. All you have to do is hit your menu button. That goes back out to your home screen. Then you go into your settings tab of your device. Go ahead and click enter. Okay, you're going to go to your apps menu. Go ahead and click enter. Okay, you're going to scroll down until you see your Kodi, or scroll up depending on your app or your menu. Okay, you're going to click on Kodi. You're going to hit force stop, hit OK, and then looky here. You're just going to go down and click clear data, clear cache or cache, and we're just going to give it a few seconds here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the quickest way of actually deleting a build. You can also go back in to your program add-ons if you want. You can scroll over to or down to Aries Wizard. You can pull Aries Wizard up, okay, and then you can actually scroll down through and check out which build you want, and then pick the build. Then it'll pull up the actual menu items for the build. Select which build you want out of that wizard, like we did with this one, and then instead of hitting install, you want to scroll up to fresh start and then do that first, and then it will automatically install. But as you can see, we've given it a second and it says clear data, clear cache, 0, 0. We want to backspace. We want to scroll back up to Kodi. Go ahead and click enter. And there it is, guys. There is a fresh Kodi 17.3. So that is the quickest way to actually delete a build. So if you guys have any questions, leave comments. Let me know what you think about the video. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, definitely click on the link below and hit subscribe. We've got a lot of great items. We do a lot of build reviews in this channel, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy your Sunday afternoon. Thank you guys so much.